first down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The kick is
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Danny Amendola on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions first down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 13 carries, 63 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
7, Lions 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
Now, he wasn't playing that last game right here on Earth, was he? I mean, there's just no way. I mean, that performance, that number of times getting the ball into the end zone, throwing it.
No interceptions.
No interceptions, took care of it. Yeah, he was a little otherworldly in his last performance.
Ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 12 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
But he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. It could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
Ryan will throw again. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Point after.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
For Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14. Lions 3.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And it's 21-3.
Is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down, Johnson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the '85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s purple people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
A gain of 13 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
3 at the Falcons' 48-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford over the middle. It's Amendola. Touchdown, Detroit.
Stafford's pass.
Danny Amendola, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point good by Prater, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It's now second and 10.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Amendola. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard
The
line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
The Lions' first down.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stafford throws complete to Galladay.
Watching this type of a game, but let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's like that.
Throwing again, Ryan. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in